Welcome back to the Team to Be Miami Heat podcast, your one-stop shop for daily Miami Heat content. My name is Amir. So for today's episode, I want to talk about Andrew Wiggins. There was a report that came out a couple days ago from Anthony Chang saying that the Miami Heat are most likely keeping Andrew Wiggins and are not trading him this offseason. And I think that's the right move for now, because I think ultimately we still have an opportunity to trade him by the NBA trade deadline, which takes place in February. So, depending on how the Miami Heat are performing at that point, if they're struggling, then they should definitely look to move the wing to a contender who may be more desperate. You never know what injuries may occur during the regular season in the first few months of that season. And so, Andrew Wiggins could be a valuable asset to another team. And he has a very friendly contract. He's in his prime. So, I think it makes sense because, I mean, his name has been floating around in trade rumors, and the Lakers have been interested. Apparently, the Milwaukee Bucks have been interested and linked as suitors. Conversations, were happening with the Bucks before the draft, but then those quieted down. The Lakers have seemed to be very interested, and now they apparently are not interested in taking any long-term contracts, and that might make it a little trouble for the Miami Heat to offer a package that the Los Angeles Lakers want. The Miami Heat want draft capital. The Lakers apparently don't want to provide the capital, expiring contracts, as well as young assets to acquire Andrew Wiggins. So, um, again, this report came out, said that it's a real possibility that Wiggins is going to be a member of the Miami Heat when the season starts. And Andrew Chang was quoted saying, "We have some clarity now on the situation, as a league source confirmed to the Miami Herald that the Heat's plan is to keep Wiggins on its roster for the start of next season, bearing something unforeseen," Chang wrote. "The Heat is intrigued to see what this mix of players can accomplish, especially after the recent addition of veteran guard Norman Powell." So Heat coach Eric Spoelstra also made some comments that also make it seem very likely that Wiggins will be on this roster at the beginning of the year. He said, "Wiggs had some really good moments with us before he got hurt. He was exactly what we needed and wanted out of the position. I think there's still real opportunity for growth with him as he gets comfortable with us. He's already down in Miami right now, and will be bringing his family in. He's going to be here most of August and September, I think, just to get more acclimated, and I think that's really important for him." So I think that's good. That's a good sign, obviously, with Andrew Wiggins. Like, he's a scorer and someone that we need. He's not an elite scorer, but he's capable. In his 17 games with the Miami Heat, he averaged about 19 points per game before he got that hamstring injury. He is a guy who can start off hot, or throughout pockets of games can perform really well, then gets really quiet. He's not a first option, second option. He's a third option or a fourth option. And with Tyler Herro being our main scoring threat, with now Norm Powell being our second threat, we need him to be that third option ahead of Bam Adebayo, because then Bam could focus more on defense. Everybody calls out Bam for not scoring 25 points per game. Bam has been averaging 18 points or whatever it is, 19 points per game for the last 5 seasons. That's fine. If Bam can give you 18, if Norm can give you 18, if Wiggins can give you 18, and then Tyler gets you like 23, like 24 points like last year, that's going to help us tremendously. So I think the big factor is having Norman Powell, but having Wiggins, who can shoot the three, shot 36% with the Heat, someone who could spread the floor, who's a two-way player, who has a winning mentality, has won a championship with the Golden State Warriors, someone who locked down Jason Tatum, a player the Miami Heat fans hate, in the finals, is evident that he is someone that has value. He's 30 years old. He has 2 years left on his contract, only making $28 million next year, which is relatively friendly for someone of his caliber in his prime. He has a player option next year, so we'll see what happens. But that makes him a very tradable asset. He also, again, provides depth at the wing position, which we have depth, but they're all young. We have Jaime Jaquez, who had a tough season last year. We have Pella Larson, second-round pick, who's playing great in Summer League and coming into his own, but still untested, unproven. We have Haywood Highsmith, 6'5", small forward, power forward. Then we have Nico, who's small forward, power forward as well. So we do have a lot of young players. he is that veteran presence, former number one pick that can help guide and provide leadership to those wing players. So I think it's a good fit. I think keeping Wiggins for now, let's see what they can do. The Miami Heat can stay competitive with him. Maybe he can play really well, build up his trade value, and we can get a first round pick for him at the trade deadline. So I think it's a good move keeping him for now, unless, again, for some reason, some team is willing to give us that pick now during the summer, a good, friendly, expiring contract, maybe like a decent young player who could be in the rotation, then do it. Otherwise, if it's crap, just wait and see. And if we keep him for the entire year, that might be unfortunate, but he probably won't pick up his player option, I guess. We'll see what happens. And then we get more cap space next season when him and Terry Rozier, Haywood Highsmith, and others are off the books. So, anyway, that's all I have for this episode. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.